Hi. Not sure how well you can hear me. I'm outside. Anyway, a lot of you have been asking for a stadium tutorial, so this is kind of what this is going to start to be. Instead of doing one long video like that'll take months to make and edit, I decided to just do multiple parts and segments. And so we're going to be starting with this thing. I know, it looks great. But yeah, I figured since you guys would probably hate to wait like for a few months for me to make a stadium, get the video edited and all that crap, I figured I'd just do multiple segments of just step by step. So let's get into that. Okay, so as you can see, we have our stadium sled type thing. I'm using a flexible flyer sled. It's like 50 bucks. You can find them in like Target or Walmart during winter time. So they're kind of rare to find, I guess. So, yeah, I have to kind of stockpile when I see them. Anyway, because it already has a layer of paint on it, you can find gray ones or red ones, I believe. This one is a gray one. And as you can see, I've already turned it into a stadium. This was Belle's stadium with all the lights and all that. But I decided to redo it because it started getting too chipped and weird. But anyway, we're going to be making the official Dynamite Battle Stadium, the one they use in official ranked matches, and maybe later we'll make Belle's Stadium again. But the first step you're going to want to do is take some low grit sandpaper. This is a 120, so it's not super rough, but it's also not super soft, and just kind of lightly go around to make it give it some more texture. That way the paint won't just slide and come right off and chip the second you launch a Beyblade. Okay, so now as you can see, it's not super sleek and shiny anymore. That's good. Do not use steel wool. That will not help us. That will make it worse. Now, onto the first layer of paint. So the color I'll be using for this stadium is this ultra matte slate. And the reason for this is because the color of the stadium that we're trying to make is sort of like a dark grayish blue. It's not quite like the just typical standard one. That's more of a gunmetal gray. This one is a bit different. So what I like to do is I just kind of go around on the outer edge first and just slowly work my way inward. You don't want to do it too thick because then you'll have like runoff and it'll just kind of pile up. You'll see. Okay, and then once you have it dry, it looks really texturized right now, but that's just because I have a lot of extra bits of paint from the last stadium. Actually, look, it's right there. Yeah, I had to peel that whole thing off. So there's still some left on here. But once it looks like this, just nice and kind of sleek and thinly covered all over, it'll be good. Just let it dry. And then we're gonna put a layer of clear coat on to protect it. Stadium is all nice and dry, we can begin to put the clear coat protectant. I like to use Mod Podge, the gloss one, makes it nice and shiny, and a sponge brush is what I prefer to use. You can use a normal typical brush, but a sponge one just works a lot better in my opinion. You don't get as many like grooves, so the Beyblades are able to move a lot better. I do not recommend using any spray-on clear coat adhesives or whatever because I have not had much good experience with that. A lot of the time it doesn't stick very well and it makes it all crackly and kind of looks like when a lake dries up. You know, that's not good. Anyway, basically just do what you do with the paint, start on the outer edge and work your way inward. Don't forget to rinse off your brush. Okay, and so then now we just let that dry. You can already see it's starting to dry right up here. It's getting all clear and shiny. Right, yeah, just kind of let it dry and then we'll get back to the next step. Okay, so I think that's probably where I'm going to end it off here, because the next few steps are pretty complicated and take a lot more time to explain and just do. And I really wanted to get this video out sooner for you guys, so you have another thing to watch. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. It's weird doing a face camera. I feel like I'm vlogging. But Jake out.